Right? So let's get right into it. As you can see, this picture up on the board screen here was, I believe, is taken from around 1987. I'm not really sure on the date, but I would like to share with you a little history of Independence Missionary Baptist Church. First of all, the oldest known pastor's name that I could come up with was a fellow by the name of Fred Mullenix, who was the pastor before Brother Herbert was here. And I'm sure this man was a great leader. I'm sure that he brought the church forward in his time to do many wonderful things. But in 1968, Brother Herbert took the church. Brother Herbert and Herbert. I'm sure a lot of you know him very, very well. And Brother Herbert and his wife, Margie, whom we all know and love in this community, and sitting right there, Mama, pastored the church for, we're in and very much loved by the congregation and community of Pleasant Plains and surrounding areas, given to the understanding as to why he led the church for 33 years until his retirement in 2001. There's a little photo. The following is a letter concerning the church history written by Brother Herbert, and it was added to the first church directory in 1991. So if you will, I'm going to share with you now some writings that Brother Herbert wrote down on this piece of paper concerning the church history. And I'm sure he went into very great depths to obtain all this information. He says, Independence Landmark Missionary Baptist Church was constituted the first Saturday in September of 1842 with 16 charter members. I wouldn't want to read the names of these 16, but I'll go ahead just in case somebody might know of any of them or was related. Their names were Bird Pate, Reuben Pate, Phoebe Pate, Nancy Pate, John Pate, David James, Melinda James, Thomas Hankins, Verlinda Hankins, Priscilla Hankins, Gordon Hankins, Amanda Hankins, Melinda Faust, David Hankins, Elizabeth Hankins, and Henry T. Hankins. A lot of Hankins in there. But those were the founding members in 1842. It was resolved in 1847 that the church should be called Independence, for it had been moved from Tennessee to Independence County, Arkansas. Various names were used by the early church clerks when recording the minutes of the business meetings. Some of these were the Church of Christ at Independence, the Baptist Church of Christ at Independence, and the Baptist Church of Jesus Christ called Independence. One church clerk in the 1850s liked to begin his minutes with, the Baptist Church of Jesus Christ met at their meeting house called Independence. So, it's all good. See how the Independence stayed in there for sure. Services were conducted on a monthly basis, weather permitting, until 1863, at which time it was recorded in the minutes. Then it was moved and seconded that the church at Independence disorganized for the want of fellowship, and the church book be placed in the hand of Brother Thomas R. Mason until called for by legal authority. There is no record of meetings until August the 5th of 1866. I imagine this was had to do with a lot with the Civil War that was going on during that time. And then a group of 14 persons were constituted in church capacity upon the Articles of Faith of the Old Baptist Church at Independence, which is now in White County, Arkansas. And it's kind of weird, Independence, White County, that's all good though. There were 10 Articles of Faith originally adopted in 1842 that this group used. These 10 Articles of Faith. Then on January 4th, 1868, the church added an 11th article which stated, we believe that feet washing is an institution of Jesus Christ and ought to be practiced in this church. And I talked to Brother Wesley about that, and I think we might just get right back into that. So everybody pull off your shoes, go get some water. No. Lisa says no. Anyway, we won't do that. These 11 articles of faith were used until Independence Baptist Church became a part of the original American Baptist Association, and then was adopted they adopted the articles of that organization. So the fee portion went out. Not saying that you can't still practice it. Probably just not going to do it sitting in here. Independence Missionary Baptist Church. Independence Missionary Baptist Church has always been very instrumental of supporting many missions, both home and abroad, and has played a sponsoring role in organizing new churches that are still worshiping today. Many good things has taken place through the years because of the people of Independence Missionary Baptist Church. Most importantly, many souls have come to know the Lord Jesus Christ as Savior, and God's work has grown into various parts of the world. What you see here is a picture that was, this ain't the old church that used to be the foyer of the one that we tore down. This is the church that was added, the sanctuary that was added on to the old church. I couldn't come up with a picture of the oldest church. And this was what it looked like before a certain incident took place. This is a picture of the choir singing in that old building before a certain incident took place. One day, a man was driving his car on Highway 167 and decided to go to the altar, but he forgot to leave his car outside the parking lot. I would show some photos of the destruction that occurred, but I didn't get them to bring in time to have them uploaded. So we had those photos. I believe they're out on the desk in the foyer. If you would like to see what took place when that event happened. The car came to a stop right at the pulpit, coming through the building, all the way down between the pews, taking out all the pews, taking out every wall, dividing wall between them, and come to rest at the pulpit. Is that a God thing? I mean, come on. That's amazing. It destroyed everything in its path. Because of the damage that it was done to that building, it had to be taken down. And erected in its place was the building that we worshipped in for many years under the leadership of Brother Brad Roberts, who took Brother Herbert's place in the year 2001. Brother Brad was mentored by Herbert for many years, and it was natural for him to take the reins after Brother Herbert. This is some photographs of some young men. These were some pictures that were in this church directory of 1991. And as you can see, there's Brother Herbert at the top, Brother Brad there on the left, and Brother Ronnie right there on the right, all looking mighty young and handsome. Also wanted to share with you some congregational pictures of that directory. You might recognize some faces there. I see a very young Gordon family down there in the middle on the bottom. Brother Bryce, Emma. Miss Patsy, do you see yourself up there? There's some others. Bring back any memories? Brother Brad, with his wife, Debbie, and their sons, Wesley and Brent, took the leadership of Independence into a new age, and God's blessings increased the congregation and pushed the limits of even that new building that had to be erected because of the car damage. I would like to add also that at that time, when Brother Brad took the church, that Lisa and I were the first to join Independence Baptist Church under Brad's leadership. And would also like to add that Brother Herbert played a huge role in us making that decision. Because of God's blessings and Brother Brad's unique ability to unite people with love and compassion, the church felt the need to embark on its greatest challenge it has ever taken. After much prayer and guidance from the Lord, with Brother Brad leading the way, you are now sitting in the answer to that prayer, today's dedication of this building. It's just the beginning of a greater service with many souls saved and lives changed for God's glory. I don't always understand. I don't understand always when God decides to do certain things a certain way. I just try to accept it as part of His greater plan. And so when the Lord called Brother Brad home on November 2016, needless to say, our little church cried out with great grief. But you know, after God's people picked themselves up off the floor, we rallied together to give Brother Brad the first service in this new sanctuary that you're sitting in today. And in a building that was built for about 450 people, Brother Brad brought about 700 to that service. In Ecclesiastes 3:1, the Bible says, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven." And all I can say is that Brother Brad's time was up and his purpose was fulfilled. And now his oldest son, Brother Wesley Roberts, has picked up the reins and is leading the Lord's work at Independence with love and compassion. Just as Brother Brad, Brother Herbert, Brother Mullenitz, and others before them. With God's Holy Spirit in the hearts of His people here at Independence, God's work will go on. And Independence Missionary Baptist Church will continue to connect, grow, and serve with love. This is a picture of the dedication service that took place when the new building was built over there that you and I all have worshiped in for many years now. You might recognize some faces there. Hello, Ashley. Switching, you think? Okay. Good times, good memories. This is the pulpit area. I encourage each one here to remain true, remain loyal to the Lord's service. If you're a member here at Independence, it's very important. It's very, very important that you become an active part in the Lord's work here at Independence. Why? Because God loves you. You know? He gave His only begotten Son, died on a cruel, ugly cross, just so that you would have this opportunity. The least we can do is serve Him. So, I thank you for your time, and I hope that helps. a little bit concerning the history here of Independence. By the way, I want to add also, I found one day, actually it was the day before the big excavator was taking down our old facilities over here. I decided, I just felt like I wanted to come over here and go through the place one more time. And as I was walking around in the rubble, I seen some old books. Brad had told us that I had already gotten a whole bunch of books, but there was some that I just never got a chance to go through. And I was going through some more that was boxed up there, and I found a couple of items that was unique. I found this bulletin. It was February the 8th, 1987. It was stuck inside of one of the just random books there. Pretty cool. Brother Herbert's one of his book bulletins. And I found this old journal. So I picked it out and saved it. But I did find one interesting post. In January of 1995, there was a building fund payment of $11,530. I'm sure that was really, really a lot of money. So I got to thinking about that. So if we take that $11,530 and multiply that by 150, that's where we are here today. So God has a way of supplying the needs when the need is there to be supplied. So let's just be mindful that we're Independents are all about worshiping the Lord. And we can do that in this new sanctuary with all of our hearts.